Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Before we get started, I just want to say one thing. Thank you for so much support again last night. I don't know how else to express my feelings but to say thank you so much and to give you another episode. But now to the weather here. Right now we have the new run of the GFS up. You can see the storm is already starting to form in the Gulf states, and it's making its way back up into West Virginia, Tennessee, and eventually into Pennsylvania. The storm has trended back westward, so people in Indiana, Ohio will see a lot more snow than the other day before. If we continue here, the storm goes up into northern Pennsylvania and goes through New York, and eventually, after sitting there for a couple runs here, it finally gets kicked out. But in the long term, you can see another storm tries to form. But enough of that, let's get a close-up on the Ohio Valley region real quick. And the total snowfall from the GFX actually shows a lot more snow than the other day. The 4-inch range is finally getting out of Ohio into Indiana, parts of Kentucky even, and into West Virginia and Pennsylvania. It looks like to be a lot of snow also. That's the 4-inch range right there for the GFS. If you take a look at the other models here, the Canadian, it's around that area too, so we finally have some agreement with the models. There's going to be a lot of snow in the lakes and a lot of snow in the mountains. We definitely know this. But the problem that we don't know is the extent of the snow. Will it get all the way back into Illinois like the Canadian has been showing on this run? Or will it not make it like the GFS has shown? You can see all in the Great Lakes up here, there's a lot of snow. On the lakes by Cleveland, Erie, and even into New York. That's a lot of snow there. That's 14 inches right there. If we take a look at the GFS Para, it shows the same thing. A lot of snow in the Great Lakes, in Ohio, and Erie, Pennsylvania. The reason why I know that spot is because I have a viewer from Erie, Pennsylvania. So right now, all the models have been showing at least 6 inches, possibly even up to a foot of snow in your area. If we take a look at the icon, it shows it almost the same thing. I wouldn't take this model into too hard because it's always too warm, this model. And it's nothing crazy. It does show a lot of lake effect snow coming from Pennsylvania, Ohio, and New York. But otherwise by that, there's not much snow. If we take a look at the National Weather Service prediction, you could see there's a lot of snow here. In the mountains of West Virginia, you could get up 6 to 8 inches here. On the lakes, there's a couple prints of 10 inches by Erie, Pennsylvania, and New York. Cleveland looks to get 8 inches, at least on what the National Weather Service is showing. And there's a banding, a lot of snow in Michigan, right off the lakes, and Indiana. Parts of Indiana could get up to 6 to 8 inches right here because due to the banding off the lakes. Tennessee and Kentucky looks like to get 1 inch. The border with the mountainous terrain of Tennessee and North Carolina looks like to get a couple inches, nothing too crazy. The reason why this isn't filled in yet, it's not far enough out yet. The storm will cause lake effect snow to come off the lakes around Thursday, Wednesday night. Well, Wednesday night into Thursday. You can see there's a lot of snow in Canada though. And then on the peninsula of Michigan, there's going to be lake effect snow too. If you take a look at the Canadian model here, not the Canadian, the European, you could see that the storm is forming in Texas, Louisiana area. It goes up into Tennessee in the border of Kentucky and Virginia. Goes into central Pennsylvania. So this model has actually trended more eastward while the GFS has trended more westward, and the other models too. So the European is alone trending west now. Trending east. If we take a look at the total snowfall, what the European thinks, it shows that there's going to be a lot of snow in Ohio, even though the storm has trended eastward on this model run. If we could, let me see if I could get a close up here. The Ohio Valley, okay, perfect. You can see, at least for Ohio here, this by Cleveland could get a foot. Erie, Pennsylvania could get 14 inches of snow. Anywhere in this light blue, right next to the pink, is the 6-inch line. So this 6-inch line goes from Ohio, right on the lakes, tries to make its way to Indiana, almost down to Kentucky, back up to Ohio, fluctuates, and into Pennsylvania and southeast New York. The mountains could get a lot of snow here, which I have on my prediction, and even on the border of Tennessee and North Carolina, the mountains could get up to 6 inches here. But the jackpot in all the model runs has been right on the lakes. This is about the 8 to 12 inch range. I put 5 to 8 plus inches because this could go either way there, but you'll see that in a minute. If we take a look back to the National Weather Service, it also shows a lot of snow on the lakes. The jackpot, they think, will be right on the border of Pennsylvania, New York, and Ohio. All the areas by the lakes is going to be a lot of lake effect snow, so a lot of snow will come from there. My final prediction here shows this red L is a low pressure system going from Texas-Louisiana border, which it is at right now, going straight up to North Carolina and through Pennsylvania, ends up in Canada. This green area is the mountain and snow, 4 to 8 inches in that range, because due to higher elevation. Anywhere in the yellow is lake effect snow, anywhere from Lake Michigan all the way back down into Lake Erie and into Lake Ontario. Whoops. Let me put that back. The light blue here is expected to get 1 to 3 inches of snow. That extends from Indiana, Kentucky, almost in Tennessee but not there yet, all in West Virginia, Pennsylvania, and New York. Anywhere in this dark blue here is 3 to 5 inches of snow. This 3 to 5 inches of snow goes from Indiana, Michigan, Ohio, into West Virginia, some parts of Kentucky, and Pennsylvania, and even making it up to New York. This pink is the jackpot area, 5 to 8 inches plus, where I think the most heaviest snow will be. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day, and I hope you all have a great weekend and enjoy the snowstorm.